But first, we're in court, and it's not the first time the man accused of torching the Bosque is facing a judge. Good afternoon. We've learned the suspected Bosque arsonist has a dangerous past. Audie Helms, who neighbors describe as mostly a quiet guy, played a role in a murder. Let's go live now to News 13's Cole Miller near Rio Bravo in the river, where police arrested him there yesterday. Cole?
Well, good afternoon, Aaron. Audie Helms is looking at charges of starting a fire on state land here in the nearby Bosque. That's a felony. We've learned today that he has a felony past outside New Mexico, going back almost 20 years to his role in an Idaho murder.
Smoke and flames in the Bosque. Police nabbed this guy, Audie Helms, yesterday afternoon, and they say he's responsible for at least 2. In the past 2 days, there have been 7, all within a mile of each other. Today, he faced a judge.
The officer just seems to think that Mr. Helms is somehow involved in that.
According to a criminal complaint, an open space officer spotted Helms leaving a fire that was set in brush and timber, and then saw him use a lighter to start another nearby. And News 13 has learned the 37-year-old was in big trouble almost 20 years ago. Online court records out of Idaho show Helms played a role in a murder there in 1995. Investigators say he drove a man to a spot where his friends beat him to death. Helms struck a plea deal and was convicted of burglary and grand theft auto in exchange for dropping the kidnapping charge. He served 4 years. But his neighbors not too far from the fires describe him much differently and were surprised to learn about his latest charges.
I would never have thought that he would get to doing things like that. He seemed like a very good person.
Just next door to Helms, Tracy Hall.
We were surprised because Audie never bothers anybody. He's quiet, comes and goes, rides his bicycle a lot. I don't know where he works, but he rides a bicycle a lot. He just never says much to anything.
And at his first appearance, he didn't say much of anything.
I don't know if something came over him or just what, but like I said, he never bothers anybody.
It's really sad. You wonder what goes through people's minds.
And Helms faces up to 2 years in prison for this felony arson charge. Police haven't said how many more arson charges he could be facing. Aaron, back to you.
All right, Cole, thank you for that live report. And a footnote here in that Idaho case, back in the 90s, court records show Helms had extensive psychological problems. He's managed to keep off the radar the past few years here in New Mexico with only a traffic ticket.